Hi everyone, it's Debbie Chula from Ohana Family Counseling, and today I'm going to be reading you a really interesting book. It's called After the Fall, and it's by Dan Santat, and it's about what happens to Humpty Dumpty after the fall. So this is a totally new book for me. I just got it last week, and I've read it to just about every client so far this week. So I think you might like it. So it says, After the Fall, How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day I fell. I'm sort of famous for that. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounded a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. So there's his wall. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. There he's at the hospital, and you notice what he's doing? He's not sleeping up in his loft bed anymore. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. So he's not even getting the great cereal that's up on the high shelf. He's sticking to the boring stuff on the bottom shelf. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. Let's see, there he is. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Can you see what his idea is? Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but day after day I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. Ta-da! That's quite a paper airplane, isn't it? My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Uh-oh. What do you think's gonna happen? They always do. There's that big wall. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time that I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things that I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it, but I was terrified. I didn't look up, I didn't look down, I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Ta-da! He's at the top. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Crack, crack. What's happening? Hopefully you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Look at those cracks that are happening. Ta-da! He cracks. Do you see the wings? and learned how to fly. And there he goes. All of his eggshells are all over. He doesn't need them anymore. He's gonna soar to new heights. That's the end of the book. It says life begins when you get back up. So keep getting back up and have a great day. Bye.